What's going on in Mount Kenya region is crazy. Politically, leaders who impeached Rigathi Gachagua knew very well what the crowd feelings and the tough terrain they have to go through. In Nyeri town, the MP Duncan Mathenge, even after trying to bring sweet propaganda on Governor Mutahi Kahiga relocating the Matatu stage, the Matatu operators didn't want to hear any of his utterances and was forced to find another podium to address other people. The MP who has tried to be MP of this constituency for decades is now glaring at a very humiliating political defeat in 2027. Another MP is Mathira MP Eric Wamumbi, who since Gachagua debate came he has never touched his backyard ground, fearing he might be attacked by angry rockers, noting that the impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua comes from this area. The sad thing is that Rigathi Gachagua is the one who told Eric Wamumbi to stop vying for MCA and come vie for MP seat after Rigathi was picked as Ruto's running mate in 2022, offering him a publicity and financial support until he won the seat. It is not clear whether he will make it even to nomination list in 2027, noting that the UDA wave in Mount Kenya is now hanging in the air. Another one facing rough time with her region is Eric Wamumbi's wife and Murang'a woman Rebet Yesawa, who is fighting an expanded link of enemies. According to her, the other regions have moved on after Rigathi impeachment, but Murang'a is still insulting her vigorously and blocking her from accessing the ground to continue working. However, she says she is ready to lose elections in 2027, saying there was life before she was elected and elections is nothing to her. She writes this on her Facebook page and I read, "I hear people say Mount Kenya MPs who voted yes during the impeachment are not doing well on the ground. Betty is not doing well. My question is this the year of our election and we have declared interest on what we want?" The answer is no. All these leaders are the custodians of GAF and NGCDF. You may be rich and fighting us on social media, but can you now give us space to serve the people and especially the vulnerable at the grassroots? All the other regions have moved on. We are behaving as if we have elections next week. Your noise is a disservice to the people who are losing in this whole cycle, the people meant to be served. 2027 Kenya will have a great opportunity to elect the leaders of choice. But for now, leaders must be given space to work. In fact, from next week, I must go back to my programs word by word, taking checks and other programs. If you have some complaints, find me on the ground. Too much threat is unnecessary, kindly. Another notable figure likely to lose his election and who is ready to vacate is Gatodo North MP Elijah Njoroge Kururia, who is notorious on writing harsh insults to people and leaders he feels are not his friends on Facebook. In a recent interview, he said he knows well that Gatodo North will not elect him again because it is their behavior to vote a new person after every 5 years. He says he is not interested in winning elections and he doesn't care what will happen. Let's wait and see how all these leaders will win their grounds after all these dramas.
Through this program, tuenda pia alimi mamenye we want to take care of the environment, especially in the Mount Kenya ecosystem. Tuende tuisi andama dependaga on this ecosystem nenge and na maundu mama maikuwa dhaino mabadiliko ya hewa, climate change, deforestation, biodiversity loss. Mono maundu maratu affect directly to tarimia majani. So wanatokero ya issues to do with the diversification nĩ wega tũmenye pia we have to take care of the environment because andũ arĩa mandipendaga on this ecosystem nĩ aingĩ mũno over and above arĩmi a majani. So we are here basically nĩ ũndũ wa kũroria ũrĩa akũria yetu wa majani over and above ũrĩmi wa majani, na twĩtabũngania pia we have a project ambayo tuka make sure nĩ kũreta mbeca directly and very fast for that matter. So rĩrĩa tũgauka roll out project icio naku within our catchment nĩ tũroria arĩmi mabata gwĩtĩkĩra programs icio na mamenye twĩta atongoria ao, we really care for them, nĩ tũreciria magĩe an extra coin, but at the same time and very critically taking care of the environment and the Mount Kenya ecosystem.
Oh, sorry. And through the management, they came up with various ideas. And I think then sitting down with the board, I picked 2 ideas. And the agribusiness consultant. And what I also want to say is that we now have the business plans, and we'll find that there's still room to ensure that although they are time bound, training that we'll have, and this program now starting tighten the loose ends. And I just want to show the different projects that we have for Kangaita. They chose Kangaita Hasabo. This is an area that we also need to make sure that we are closing on any gaps that may picked a packaging machine. Of course, there is going to be a contribution, a project that will continuously invest in the factory. So where we have money itself, we are saying if we wanted to reach 1,000 farmers, but we are only able to reach 500 farmers for now. Goats give a lot of kits. Because we know even for the packaging machine for the local market, I think that is something that will create employment as well. Bring money to the factory in terms of the door sales that they'll have. Kimunye also picked up an avocado as the project that they want to do. Ndima also picked avocados, so you can see it's very popular. So which means when we are looking at the market, it's good to learn from what we have done in terms of the agriculture program that they have, challenges that they have faced in that particular project. But I know the farmers are packaging their honey now. Dumaita, I think we had the agriculture as well. And I can't remember another factory. We have about 4 factories that are doing agriculture. So we don't want to repeat the same mistakes that have happened. I also wanted to mention that as we do that, I think we'll do a partnership agreement with the management of each of them, and we'll make sure that part of what we are doing as one of the requirements of even the factory management will be how they report to the board. Sure that one of the requirements that we say is the responsibilities of each of the factories for accountability and for as KTDA their head office. So that's assured starting from next year. Being competitive. I think this is the time now we have to think about innovation, and we are placing research and development at the center of what we want to do now. I know there are those factories that are suffering from, they do not have enough. And there are those ones that have the diversification that we're doing, including specialty teas and the orthodox. What is it that we can also do? There is a KTDA idea that do wine units. It brings more wine to the farm. So I think that's something that we need to think about. For the avocados, by the way, those farms. so that then we also utilize that resource that is not used. But for me, today, to the farmers that you serve, and it's a promise that we've made that we're going to improve the livelihoods of our farmers, and that these projects will have a lasting impact on our farmers, because transformation is what we are getting forward at the end of the day. So I want to say thank you, and Marion, probably you could come and say just a word, so that then we Marion.
I learned from the best in terms of appreciating one another and our speakers. So I don't know, maybe Jared, I can invite you.
Thank you, Mariam. I appreciate a wonderful job done, but then I'll also request all of you to help me appreciate him. Sawa sawa. Iwe abarikiwe sana. Hiyo ilikuwa kionjo. Sasa tuende yake na yetu sisi pia. Na sisi wote tubarikiwe. Sawa? Haya, tuanze yake. Abarikiwe wote tubarikiwe, tubarikiwe, tubarikiwe sana. Nimeka good boy.
Indeed, what's the date today? So we can remember this date. 8th of November 2024. I've said 6 months down the line, we shall assess and see which ones are viable for scale-ups. Susan, you are here and you listened, and the fact that we still have the agribusiness consultant until when, Susan, you can clarify, an expert available for you to guide you, to come and talk to the board, to come and talk to the farmers. The assumption is that KTDA Foundation, you have those plans underway, but we are also bringing on board more private sector investors. Passing through Mr. Sudi's office, so that means we will collaborate even more closely as we start this journey of diversification. Rukuriri, I was with Mr. Jeru for a milk. There was a milk project that we brought. Dima, there was Patricia, the Makomboki, they are not here. Kanyenye, we had a wonderful, wonderful time, I believe. So please feel free to also present to us innovation.
In the program, we have 4 pathways. One is the restoration pathway, whereby we look at the degraded sites of Mount Kenya and do the restoration. The other one is landscape finance, whereby we attract investments in the landscape. The other one is integrated landscape management, whereby we come up with multi-stakeholder platform to look at the issues of Mount Kenya, discuss together, and also come up with solution. And the other pathway at the fourth, which is the fourth one, is the resilience pathway. In the resilience pathway, we work with the farmers, who include the tea farmers, and with tea, we are working directly with KTDA. We target initially 25,000, but we are scaling that up together with the KTDA. Today, we are happy that we are launching one of our key interventions in tea, which is diversification. The tea farmers have come up with their business cases, like Mr. Sudi has said, and those business cases of the 8 factories are going to be funded through this partnership. KTDA will continue to mobilize additional resources also from their side, in addition to the 8 million Kenya shillings that we have given. But the diversification fund for Mount Kenya Sustainable Landscape and Livelihoods Program reaches beyond the tea farmers. So we are also having similar initiatives with our coffee farmers, and then also we have similar initiatives with our members of water resources associations, also members of community forest association, and also women and youth in the counties. So this is an ongoing program. and we are happy that today we are coming here to launch.
Factory nyanya cia Kirinyaga na cia Embu tugite kwambĩrĩria miradi iria ĩgũteithia arĩmi wetu wa majani ya gũcaria mĩikarĩre ĩngĩ kana ya kũmaretagĩra mbeca na njĩra ĩngĩ tiga majani. Na miradi ĩyo yothe ĩrabandwa nĩ andũ metagwo Rainforest na KTDA Foundation. Koguo wa factory nĩ ĩrabewa 1 million nĩguo mathiĩ mebange na already nĩ ebangu wa factory ĩgauka na business kana mũbango ũrĩa mabangĩte wa gũteithia arĩmi. Tuo kũra rũkũrĩire twakĩra na mũbango wa kũrĩithia mbũri cia iria na tuyabangu ikundi. Koguo mbeca ino ciakinya akaunti-inĩ ikundi iria ciĩ registered twagĩkundi gĩkũgũrwa mbũri ciakĩo na nĩ tũgũcoka rĩngĩ twĩtĩkanĩrie nao mbũri icio cia ciara ũrĩa ikagenda kwĩ arĩmi arĩa engĩ. Na mbere ya twambĩrĩria mũrandi ũyũ tũrenda twĩkare thĩ na KTDA Foundation nĩguo tũke na mikakati ũrĩa tũkwambĩrĩria iria rĩkaungana gwete na thoko ĩkũ. Tũtikwenda kwambĩrĩria mũrandi ũgũcoka ũkuĩra gatagati. Koguo arĩmi arĩa makũbewa nafasi maya mbere nĩ ĩramauria na especially arĩmi a rũkũrĩire makũre maya na ngoro ya kwenda gũteithania na makũre maya serious na mũrandi ũyũ. Tondũ nĩ tũronire majani nĩ makuithie mũrigo mũnene mũno. Koguo nĩ tũrenda kuoverera majani mũrigo akorwo nĩ kaburi akakorwo nĩ karagũra thabuni mũciĩ majani makĩrĩ babisi.
Kila factory tumewapatia milioni 1 pamoja na Rainforest Alliance, na vile tulikuwa na hii mipango ni kwamba the factories participated in coming up with what they thought was a priority for them. We didn't choose the priorities for them, and we have given them 1 million, and they designed the project themselves. For us, we came in and helped them with the expertise that was needed, especially the agribusiness side. And our vision is really that this program will have a multiplier effect to all the farmers in all the factories in Kirinyaga and Embu. Ultimately, all the farmers will benefit from this program in the next 5 years.
So how many factories in Kirinyaga and Embu?
We have 8 factories that have benefited, so it's 8 million that we have. Leo tuko hapa Embu launch programs tunaziita diversification za Mount Kenya landscape, ambazo tunashirikiana na factories za Kirinyaga na Embu. Alafu tunafanya pia kazi na Rainforest Alliance. Hii ni kwa sababu tunataka wakulima wakoe na mazao kutoka kwa other crops. Tunasema mimea mibadala, kwa sababu tunajua ya kwamba kutegemea chai peke yake hakuwezi, it cannot satisfy all the needs that our farmers have. That's why we have come here today to launch these diversification programs in various areas and in various value chains, such as avocado, beekeeping. Some are going into dairy, goats, and some are going into specialty teas, especially the local market. They want to do packaging for the local market as well. And as you know, teas are very healthy drink. Now infusing it with other herbs would also create that demand for healthy living in our catchment areas.
Tunguga ni project mbega na watu thiete tutakathangaria ti factory ni maratuteithia na machine ya packages kana ya kupaka manjani nigetha murimi akabota kupakira manjani na machine yo na akabota gukorwo no atereka akaguthima manjani mararenda kuringana na mbire nacio wanvo tukoretwo tuna muthenya mundi tucokerie the county representative wa Mishuri ngatho tondu no arikania guka guku Kenya kurarutaga arwera Kenya Tanzania na nigetha tubote kwariria kuthigwa na mbere na twaronji wero uyu nigetha within the next mithenya timing muno ka kabinda ta garasa muno mbeca ici ni gukorwo ithi thini wa factories na nigetha maundu maria mabangitwe mabote gukorwo makirutika koguo twina ngatho nyingi muno.